Regina A. Turner, thank you for joining. Hello to everybody on Periscope and Facebook dual broadcast. And my Facebook list kind of weird, so I hope that comes through. Hi, Regina, thank you for joining. So I haven't been on in a couple of days, but I did want to come and give you guys some good information, tips for authors. If you're an author, some information that's very helpful to you guys. Is part of getting yourself on social media and using it to your advantage. So I wanted to share just 5 tips with you guys. I'm not going to hold you guys long, and it's not going to be a long video. And I don't think I've ever done, yeah, it has been, Regina, and it's like, I feel like it's kind of like the Matrix. It's, bopping everywhere. So hopefully it comes through okay on Facebook. So we'll see if it's actually a good video. So my name is Shakita Lee. I am an author, speaker, and social media coach to authors and solopreneurs looking to build social media presence using strategies and free online tools. So we're going to get started. And again, anybody on Facebook, if it looks strange, just let me know so I can see what I can do to fix it or correct it. All right. So again, I have not been on oh no, I haven't been sent a video by anybody. No. Thank you for the tip though, Regina. I don't think I have been. Now that I think about it, I might have been sent a video. So anyway, I want to give you guys 5 tips for authors. These are helpful tips for using social media. If you are an author, I know a lot of authors kind of are baffled about what they should do as far as getting on social media, how they should use social media. So these are going to be 5 good tips for you. So first I would say, it will be in my private inbox on Facebook. Okay. I'll keep a lookout. Thank you, Regina. I will be very careful. So first I would say you need to have good content, and the content is about your book. You want to share some interesting stuff about your book. You want to make sure the stuff that you do share with your content is engaging, it's fun, and it's interesting, and it should be about your book. So all of your content should definitely revolve around your book, because that is the reason why you're getting on social media, to get a little bit more promotion for your book. So I wouldn't say all of it should be about your book, but it should definitely come back to be full circle of what your book is about. If you have different areas of your book, why you wrote it, what inspired you, your writing habits. How do you know if it's engaging? Because people are asking you questions and talking to you. If you're doing live video, they're asking questions and talking to you. But what you want to be able to do is present any type of content, kind of ask the question so that you can pull in the engagement from people. And if you start getting any type of comments or likes or what have you, as what I do on my videos, when someone watches it, if they watch the replay or they're watching live, I'll go back onto the video and thank those who have liked it and watched it. So that keeps your video, your content moving along on your Facebook profile page, but it keeps people actively engaged in it, okay? Because of course it's going to go back up to the top of your profile and they're going to ask questions like, oh, what was that video about? And they'll watch the video. So that's 1. 2 would be to showcase your tips and, of course, any interesting things about your book. I know a lot of people have stories about their book, why they started their book, how they fumbled upon it, how they came across, the cover story or anything like that. You want to showcase that. Anything in your book that you talk about that you consider yourself to be an expert or that you've helped people along with, you want to showcase that as well. Number 3, I would say, is quality and not quantity. One of the things that people worry about so much is followers. Oh, follow me. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. But what if that person doesn't have any content on their page, or they're totally exact opposite of what you like or what you engage with? So it's not always about following someone to follow you back. they got to have something on their page that sparks your interest in order for you to follow them back. And that would be what sparks their interest for them to follow you. So you have to have more quality information than worrying about making sure that you have all these followers. Don't get me wrong, followers are nice, but it is a double-edged sword. Especially on Facebook, because the more followers that you have, the less engagement that you're going to have, because a lot of the people will follow you, but they won't keep up with what you're doing. They won't see what you're doing because you have so many followers. So unless they're actively engaging you, that's going to be a problem. So make sure that you're continuing to give out good quality information in order to have these people interact with you. Number 4. Do take some time to promote your book. A lot of times people have books out and a lot of people don't know you have a book. I know a lot of people that are authors I never even knew had a book out. I thought they were working on their book. But definitely promote your book. Not all the time. Don't be spammy with it, because people will unfollow you or just unfriend you. But you do want to promote other authors. If other authors have books coming up, they will more than likely, if you are a support system for them, they will more than likely tag you and stuff. So you want to reshare and promote that that author has a book coming out. If they have a book coming out, you should be the person to purchase their book, because you would want them to purchase your book and support you as well. One of the good things about promoting your book is to be able to share an excerpt. Any excerpt that you feel would stand out or would grab people's attention, you want to be sure to share that. Thank you guys for joining on Periscope. Just going over 5 tips for authors for social media. And number 5 is your profile picture. I talk about this a lot, but your profile picture should be a professional picture. It shouldn't be a picture of your book. It shouldn't be a picture of your pet. It shouldn't be a picture of your logo. It should be a picture of your face. You want to be able to go somewhere and people be like, I've seen your face before. You are on, or we're friends on, or I follow you on. You want to be able to have that. But if they don't ever see your face, they're not going to say, you look familiar. They're going to be like, oh, and then, you start talking to them, you connect with them. Oh, let's become friends on Facebook. And oh, I'm already following you. Oh, well, how come I didn't know that? So it's crazy, but you definitely want to have a professional profile picture. You want to be able to have that up there. You don't want to have your pet. You don't want to have your book. You don't want to have your logo. You want to have your face up there so that if you are somewhere, someone can recognize you from your face, opposed to not knowing who you are and thinking maybe you're a fraud. Sounds crazy, but it happens. So those are my 5 quick tips. I will go over them to share with anyone who is just now joining me. So you want to be able to have great content on your pages, on your social media pages, whatever social media outlet that you're on. You want to be able to have great content. You want to make sure it's engaging. You want to make sure it's fun. It doesn't always have to be about serious business all the time, but it has to be great information to make a person want to follow you. Okay. You want to showcase your fine points, any tips, anything about your book that you want to be able to share, something that you yourself consider yourself to be an expert on, and what you may help people with. What's so great about the book? Why should they buy the book? You want to showcase that. Okay. You want to send or have quality over quantity. The engagement is important. Followers are nice. You want to build up your followers, but it's more important that you have some engaging information up there so that the followers that are on there and that are following you are actually engaging with you, because it's super important that you're just not up there, posting, talking to yourself. So you want to make sure you ask open-ended questions, ask questions, hey, did anybody read my chapter? Or, hey, what did you think about that? It could be anything to do with your book, something that stood out to you. You want to ask that question. You definitely want to promote your book. You don't want to say that you have a book out, but nobody really knows what the book is about. So you want to promote it at some point in time, but you don't want to promote it all the time. And you don't always want to say, buy my book, buy my book, buy my book. You want them to buy your book because of something that you shared stood out to them. Whether you share an excerpt, they enjoy it, they'll purchase your book. You also want to promote other authors. You want to support other authors as well. But when you do that, you show up as well in other places. And I'll tell you about that after I do number 5. And then finally, you want to have a professional profile picture on your social media page. It should not be your pet. It should not be your book. It should not be your logo. You guys have the cover page to place any books up there that you want, but you want to have your professional picture on your profile. So when I mentioned after number 4 about supporting other authors, I've done a lot of reviews for other authors that I know. When I purchase their book, I'll be sure to go and do a review, because this is something that helps the author to get people engaged when they look at the book, because sometimes people will look at a book and they're not sure if they want to purchase it if they don't necessarily like the cover, but they're told, hey, this book is 99¢, grab my book. So they want to be able to look at reviews and read what other people have to say about reviews. So because I've done reviews for fellow authors, I had someone reach out to me and said, hey, I saw that you did a couple of reviews for people. Would you be interested in doing a review for me? And because my Amazon Author Central page is connected and I have it all filled out, they were able to contact me via email because all my information is in there. So when I say, and which I've said it a couple of times before, that any profile on social media that you create, it needs to be filled out correctly. It needs to be filled out fully, so that if anyone wants to contact you, they'll be able to contact you, because all of your information is up to date and it's current and it's filled in. You never know when someone's going to reach out to you, because if you have all your information up there updated, they're going to want to reach out to you. And of course, someone wanted to reach out to me, a fellow author, because they saw other profiles or other reviews that I've done for other authors, and they wanted to know if I could do a review of their book. So in any event, those are the 5 tips for authors. There's so many more, but I just want to share 5 with you guys. I haven't been on in a while, so I wanted to come and give you some quality information since I haven't been on. So if you enjoy it, please be sure to share it. If you have any questions, be sure to comment, and I will be sure to answer those questions. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening or your afternoon or your morning, wherever you are. And I will talk to you guys soon.